Let's talk SEO. So Google has finally finished rolling out its August 2023 core update. And so there are a few observations I've made during the course of this update, which has been rolling out honestly for over a month, but officially for the past 16 days. So what I've primarily seen from the update is there are the two main types of websites that have been affected. And I think this is going to be Google's position moving forward with future updates. The next one, which we're expecting, is the helpful content update. And yeah, there are going to be a few more changes because this update is not complete, or this core update is not entirely complete, at least in my opinion. Based on what I'm seeing now, I might be wrong because I'm not Google and I'm not inside. I don't know what Google is doing. I'm just basing this off observations from over the 50 websites that I have access to and I manage for my clients, for myself, and for a lot of the test websites that I run just to measure this kind of stuff. So strap in, and I'm going to go into what I'm seeing, which is not a lot, but this will help you rank your website. So if you're sitting there and you're not sure, whether this update is positive for you or negative for you, this video is for you. That's for sure. Also, if you've been affected by this update, this video is hopefully going to help you recover from that if it was adversely affected. So before I go into the video, I just want to say I also offer SEO services for a living. If you're looking for someone to do SEO for you, or you're an agency looking for a consultant to consult with your clients, I am the guy for you. You can visit cloudseo.dubai.com. I offer topical mapping services. So if you need that, I can help you map your topic so that you become an authority in your industry if you write a content that I map out. Now, my approach is I don't go in and I don't ask you to write 5,000 articles because that's not the way to do it. There are a few foundational articles that you need to write in order to be an authority. Once you have them mapped out, you can become an authority of any industry. So that being said, I also offer SEO services on my website. You can go there, order directly, or you can also order an audit. So if your website has been negatively affected by the core algorithm update, I can go in, find out why that's the case, and also provide you with a plan to recover so you can do it yourself. My approach is always, if you can do it yourself, you have the time to do it yourself, SEO should be something that you're doing yourself. Now, so the first major thing that I've seen, and this is something I've been seeing for the past month, is that my websites that are more backlink heavy. So there's not a lot of content on the website, but there are many backlinks coming into the website. Well, those websites have been more volatile. So the keywords have been jumping around everywhere. They'll be number 10 now. They'll be on page 10 maybe a few hours from now. And also a lot of them have dropped in rankings. So I've been seeing a steady drop in rankings for a lot of my backlink heavy websites. Now, I don't have many backlink heavy websites because I've stopped being backlink heavy years ago, but I still run these websites. And I've been running these websites ever since Google has announced that they're gonna devalue a lot of their backlinks. A lot of people, so backlinks as in general are gonna be devalued as things progress. And so what I've been saying is that at least until the August update, my backlink heavy websites were not affected. So they were doing pretty well. They were on page 1 for a lot of the keywords that they should rank for. And honestly, my test websites are regular websites. People and visitors land on my website, they do get value. And sometimes I also generate leads from those websites. So, but what I'm seeing is these websites are now ranking as well. So a lot of the keywords that were on page 1 and were on page 1 for over a year are not even on page 2. So a lot of them are page 3 and page 4. And there's no internal silos built on the website. On these websites, they're just service pages, geo pages, and then backlinks coming to the website. So those websites have been affected. What I've also seen is that my websites my websites with content that's not Surfer SEO optimized or not optimized using phrase. I've used both. My preference is to use Surfer SEO. There's an affiliate link in the description. If you want to try it out, you can click the link and I'll get a kind of commission if you do that. So it kind of helps the channel out. The content with Surfer SEO, if I have Surfer SEO content on my website, on the websites, those websites are doing better than the ones that don't have Surfer SEO content on the website. Also, you can use phrase and market. I just want to put that out there. And the reason for that is probably because it's better optimized. But when you use Surfer SEO, and at least when I use Surfer SEO, I'm not trying to chase the score. I'm just trying to cover all the relevant keywords that Surfer SEO lists on the right of the screen. Doing so, if I get a great score, that's good. If I don't get a great score, I'm not really concerned about it, because I know I'm doing the right thing. There is obviously more that goes into it, but Surfer SEO makes it a lot easier. So great content. Very well-optimized content, not great content, but well-optimized content is doing very well. Now, in the past, my website that had Surfer SEO content, to be fair, were doing okay. So they were, without any backlinks, they would be on the first page for a lot of the relevant keywords. With internal linking and stuff like that, they would be on page 1. But now I'm seeing that, a lot of these keywords have been jumping from the 10th spot to the 3rd spot. And literally overnight, since this update has started rolling out, I've gone from getting like 300, 400 visitors a day to literally 4,000 visitors a day, simply because those keywords jumped from the bottom of the first page to the top of the first page, and all without me doing anything to the website. So I literally not worked on the website for over a year. I've just left it there after putting up some content. So number 2, well-optimized content is working, provided that if you have those internal silos set up and you have the plan set up, and you've built that authority around your content, so you've not a lot of backlinks. Also, speaking of backlinks, a lot of our test websites have organically received backlinks. Now, I've not gone out and done outreach for them, but I have some websites that are ranking back to my website, and I've not paid for it. It's free because it's got good content on the site. So optimized sites are doing pretty well. The third thing that I've seen is that websites, especially in the YMYL niche, that are associated with old or seasoned social media accounts, have just jumped up for some reason. So I have a few websites in the YMYL niche that are associated with a LinkedIn account that's very old. And then there's some that also are associated with a LinkedIn account that I just created for that website. And what I've seen is that the ones that I recently created for the website, and the profile is very impressive. Those are kind of like the lost in rankings. But the one that I have created with years ago with a LinkedIn profile that I cultivated also years ago, with great expertise, great everything, great references. That website, despite not having a lot of content, has jumped up from being not even visible on the first 20 spots to the first page of Google. And so what that means is that Google is now looking at your social profiles, especially in the YMYL niche, and especially looking at probably how well the writer is educated in the niche that they're writing about. And so LinkedIn is playing a role. Now, I don't know entirely why this is the case, but this is my assumption, and I'm going to definitely dig into this further. And if there's more information, I'm going to make another separate video about this. The fourth thing that I've seen is that websites that have many pages, like for instance, like an e-commerce store, they are seeing a decline in their traffic if they don't build silos to their category pages. And so I had a client that was in the e-commerce niche. They're not a client anymore, but they're in the e-commerce niche. And when we wanted to build silos and we wanted to build silo content, they were against it. And they used to tell us, no, we don't want content on the site because it distracts visitors from our products on the website. And so we were just limited to doing off-page work. And we were doing some on-page work, which was mainly just fixing the technical SEO aspects and, just optimizing the content overall on the category pages and the product pages, and then, just making them link properly. And we were doing pretty well with that. And when they were no longer a client because they sold the company, despite us not doing SEO for several months, they were on the first page of Google for literally 1,300 keywords that were directly related to the products that they were selling. And so they were making an absolute killing. But when the update started rolling out, I got a call and they said, we're not doing so well. And so I checked, and what happened was that their website had just tanked. It had just gone down the drain. And so with that, they wanted me to do an audit and try to figure out what was going on. And what I figured out was that Google was devaluing a lot of the content on their pages because Google probably the latest update wants to see like how well that e-commerce store is integrated into the niche. And so my assumption and my recommendation to them was to build silos on the website. Now they're still not my client. They still haven't gotten back to me, but they're losing traffic literally by the second, and it's going down the drain. So if you find yourself in this situation, if you're running an e-commerce store, if you're doing SEO for an e-commerce client, make sure that you're building those silos, because with e-commerce stores where I have been building those silos, even for the past few months, I have seen a tremendous jump in traffic, even for brand new sites that have just had, products on the site and they were not getting a lot of sales and they were just sitting there and the owner wasn't really too concerned about it. Just with over slightly a month of doing SEO and just building those silos on the site, I've seen a tremendous jump in traffic. And so my recommendation to you would be to build those silos on your e-commerce store, and that will help improve if there has been a dip in your traffic during this core update. So I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope you also recover from the update if you were affected by it. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if this update has affected you negatively. And I'll see you guys in the next video.